What's up, everybody? Piscean here, bringing you my last installment to this anthology series we've been doing, where we're looking at the POV from ancient astrologers or even modern day astrologers and teaching you about astrology. So, if you haven't seen my other videos, I suggest you check them out right now with peace and love. Please like, subscribe, comment, share if you dare and care. And let's get started. So we're going to go over Chapter 6 and Chapter 7. Chapter 6 is the Dasha's Divine Choreography of Time, as dictated by K.N. Rao, founder of the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan's astrology course, custodian of the Jaimini flame, to the dummy who thinks one chart is enough and that software replaces the mind. And then in my next chapter that we're going to also go over in this video is the full Uranian system. We're going to take a look at the Hamburg school and the Uranian system in regards to astrology. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let me just not. Alright. So, the chronoscribe has dropped me into this absurd yellow and black book, placing my name after a Persian mathematician, a medieval monk, and a Californian composer. I did not consent, but the Vedic word for dummy is shishya, student, and a true student who comes with humility deserves the truth. I am told you have now seen midpoints, nakshatras, primary directions, and harmonic waves, yet every one of those systems peers at the sky through a single lens. The sages of India, through Chara and Jaimini, give us a holographic astrology. Not one chart, but 16. Not a planetary period based on the moon alone, but a sign-based unfolding of the soul's pilgrimage. You will now learn the Shodasha Vargas, the 16 divisional charts, and the Jaimini Chara Dasha, which turns the entire zodiac into a clock of the self. Using the same chart, which I have recast side really with the Surya, Siddhanta, Ayanamsha, I shall use the 7 classical planets, the Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, and the ascendant outer planets are for astronomers, not for the Vedic temple. The sidereal positions are those the Brahman gave you, and I trust you have not forgotten them. So, one chart is a sketch, 16 are a hologram, where we see here the Rashi D1 chart is the body. It shows the physical environment, the broad shape of a life, but every planet in that chart is also a door into a deeper chamber. The sages divided each sign into further slices, and for each division, they erected an entire new chart. These are the Vargas. The word means division, and the mathematics is harmonic. The DN chart is nothing but the nth harmonic of the birth positions, cast in the sidereal zodiac. Parashara gave us the Shodasha Vargas, though in truth more than 16 exists. The key ones are the following. We have the Varga, division, area of life. So for example, we're going to look at specifically D1 through D4 Vargas and what they're entailing. So for D1 we see it's 30 degrees, it's division. And its area of life is directed towards the body and its environment. D2 is 15 degrees division. It's on wealth and family. D3, 10 degrees, siblings, courage. D4, 7 degrees, 30 is fortune and home. Okay? And we go all the way down to D60. So D5, 6 degrees, creativity, children. D6, 5 degrees, health, enemies. D7, 4 degrees, 1708, progeny. D8, 3 degrees 45, obstacles, longevity. D9, 3 degrees 20, dharma, spouse, inner soul. D10, 3 degrees, career, public deeds. D11, 2 degrees 43, 38, gains, aspirations. D12, 2 degrees 30, parents. D16, 1 degrees 52, 30, vehicles, luxuries. D20, 1 degrees 30, spiritual practice. D24, 1 degrees 15, education, learning. And D27 is 1 degree 0640, strength, vitality. D30 is 1 degrees arishta, misfortune. D40 is 0 degrees 45, general auspiciousness. D45 is 0 degrees 40, character. And D60 is 0 degrees 30, past life karma. Okay? So each is an independent chart with its own ascendant, house placements, and dignities. A planet that is debilitated in the D1 may be exalted in the D9, revealing a soul far stronger than its outer circumstances suggest. An event does not happen in one chart, it echoes through 5 or 6 simultaneously. So we can think of the D1 chart as a photograph. The divisional charts are X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans taken from different angles. A bone fracture may be visible in the photo, but glaring in the X-ray. The astrologer who reads only the D1 is a doctor working blindfolded. The hands-on construction of the D9 and D10. You will not press a button. You will erect the Vargas to yourself, for only then you will feel the mathematics in your bones. We take the sidereal longitudes from the Brahman's table, converted to absolute degrees. So our D9 Navamsha, or the ninth harmonic, we multiply every absolute longitude by 9, then subtract multiples of 360 degrees to bring the result into 0 degrees through 360 degrees. The final degree yields the D9 sign. Okay, so what that looks like. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the Ascendant. We're doing critical math. So the Sun is at 26 degrees 06 Taurus, Moon is at 11 degrees 06 Cancer, Mercury is at 11 degrees 06 Capricorn, Venus is at 11 degrees 06 Libra, Mars is at 26 degrees 06 Aquarius, Jupiter is at 8 degrees 06 Aquarius, Saturn is at 14 degrees 06 Virgo, and the Ascendant is 2 degrees 06 Libra. So the D9's Ascendant is Libra, Mars and Jupiter conjoin in Aquarius, Mercury is exalted in Capricorn, Saturn debilitates, and Virgo it is neutral, but importantly, Moon is in Cancer in its own sign, giving emotional strength. This is the chart of the inner self, the spouse, and the Dharma. Already you see a far more dignified Mercury and Moon than the D1 would suggest. Now we look at the D10, the Shamsha, the 10th harmonic career. Divide each sign into 10 parts of 3 degrees each. The Amsa subsign is assigned in a sequence that depends on whether the natal sign is odd or even. What that means, we have our odd signs: Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sag, Aquarius. The sequence starts from the same sign. And then you have your even signs: Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Cap, Pisces. We start from the 9th sign, from the natal sign. Then count the Amsa number from 1 to 10, by which 3 degrees slice the planet occupies. The Amsa corresponds to a sign in the sequential order from the start. Let us compute each. So Sun in Taurus is even, right? 16 degrees 14. 9th from Taurus is Capricorn. Amsa slots: first Cap, 0 through 3 degrees. Second is Aquarius, 3 through 6. Third, Pisces, 6 through 9. Fourth, Aries, 9 through 12. Fifth, Taurus, 12 through 15. Sixth, Gemini, 15 through 18. Seventh, Cancer, 18 through 21. Eighth, Leo, 21 through 24. Ninth, Virgo, 24 through 27. 10th, Libra, 27 through 30. Sun at 16 degrees 14 falls in the 6th Amsa, which is Gemini. Moon in Pisces is even, so 1 degrees 14. The 9th from Pisces is Scorpio, Amsas. First, Scorpio, 0 through 3 degrees. Second, Sag, 3 through 6, etc. Moon at 1 degrees 14. First Amsa, Scorpio. Mercury in Gemini is odd. Alright, 11 degrees 14, we start Gemini. Amsas, first Gemini, 0 through 3. Second, Cancer, 3 through 6. Third, Leo, 6 through 9. Fourth, Virgo, 9 through 12. Fifth, Libra, 12 through 15, etc. 11 degrees 14 is in 4th Amsa, Virgo, its own sign. Venus in Aries is odd. So 21 degrees 14, we start it with Aries. First, Aries, 0 through 3. Second, Taurus, 3 through 6. Third, Gemini, 6 through 9. Fourth, Cancer, 9 through 12. Fifth, Leo, 12 through 15. Sixth, Virgo, 15 through 18. Seventh, Libra, 18 through 21. Eighth, Scorpio, 21 through 24. So 21 degrees 14 is 8th Amsa, being Scorpio. Mars in Cancer is even. 26 degrees 14, 9th from Cancer is Pisces. AMSA's first Pisces 0 through 3, second Aries 3 through 6, third Taurus 6 through 9, fourth Gemini 9 through 12, fifth Cancer 12 through 15, sixth Leo 15 through 18, seventh Virgo 18 through 21, eighth Libra 21 through 24, ninth Scorpio 24 through 27, 10th Sag 27 through 30. So 26 degrees 14 is ninth AMSA. We get Scorpio. Jupiter in Gemini is odd. So 14 degrees 14, we start with Gemini. 14 degrees 14 is 5th AMSA. 12 through 15 degrees, we get Libra. Saturn in Sag, odd. 18 degrees 14, we start with Sag. AMSA's first Sag, 0 through 3. Second Cap, 3 through 6. Third Aquarius, 6 through 9, 4th Pisces 9 through 12, 5th Aries 12 through 15, 6th Taurus 15 through 18, 7th Gemini 18 through 21, 18 degrees 14 is just into the 7th AMSA being Gemini. Ascendant in Leo is odd. So 20 degrees 14, we start with Leo. First Leo 0 through 3, second Virgo 3 through 6, third Libra 6 through 9, fourth Scorpio 9 through 12, 5th Sag 12 through 15, 6th Capricorn 15 through 18, 7th Aquarius 18 through 21, 8th Pisces 21 through 24, 20 degrees 14 is 7th AMSA, Aquarius. So the D10 ascendant is Aquarius. The Sun is in Gemini, Mercury is in Virgo, Venus and Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Libra, Saturn in Gemini, Moon in Scorpio. Immediately, the career fingerprint shows a powerful Mercury in its own exaltation in Virgo, an intellectual profession with a Scorpio stellium suggesting research, investigation, or transformative work behind the scenes. D60, Shashtiamsha, the karmic fossil. So the D60 divides each sign into 60 parts of 0 degrees 30 each. The calculation requires exact arc-second precision of the birth degree and a detailed cyclical map of the 60 deities. An error of a quarter of a minute of arc shifts the D60 completely. It is the chart of the previous life's residual karma. The reason for the present existence. I will not calculate it here because the birth time must be rectified within seconds, but know that every planet's position in the D60 reveals a debt or a blessing from a former birth. The D60 is why Indian astrologers can describe a child's congenital illness or inexplicable future with fortune without ever meeting them. So, D60 construction rule. To find the D60 AMSA, take the planet's absolute longitude to the nearest arc second, convert it to minutes of arc, multiply degrees by 60, add minutes, divide the total minutes by 30, the quotient 0 to 59 is the AMSA number. The AMSA sign sequence depends on the natal sign's element and begins from a fixed sign, Aries for fiery signs, Leo for earthy. Actually, Chara gives a specific table. The precise sequence is beyond a dummy's manual, but software is acceptable only after you have done it by hand for a dozen charts. Alright. The hologram in action, the scholarship at age 10. So the monk Placid is directed to the MC, to the Mercury's mundane parallel, and declared the intellect flowered at 9 years and 10 months. Let us see what the Vargas and the Shodasha say. The Dasha sequence I will teach you shortly, but for now know that from ages 5 to 17 the native runs the Gemini Mahadasa to the Jaimini Chara scheme. Gemini is the 11th house of gains, large networks, and fulfillment of desires. In the D1, Gemini holds Mercury, the 11th lord itself, since Gemini is 11th house, and Jupiter. Mercury in its own sign with Jupiter, the combination for a brilliant student winning scholarships and recognition in writing. Now the Vargas. Alright. So D9 is your soul chart. Mercury's in Capricorn, its exaltation sign with the D9 ascendant, Libra. The soul's intellectual capacity is structurally supreme, disciplined, capable of deep, sustained thought. The scholarship was not merely a mental flash, but the manifestation of an inner merit. D10 career chart. Mercury is in Virgo, the 6th house from the D10 ascendant Aquarius, indicating a profession involving detailed analytical work, service through intellect. At age 10, a scholarship to a school for the gifted is a career-shaping event. The D10 confirms the life direction. D24, Siddhamsha education. I did not compute it, but any competent astrologer would check it. The D24 is the harmonic 24, which divides the sign into 1 degree 15 slots. In this chart, the strength of Mercury in the 5th house would shine. Thus, the single event appears in at least 3 of the 16 charts, triggered by the Gemini period. No psychological astrologer looking only at transits of the D1 can match this layer of precision. Imagine a pebble dropped into a pond. The D1 is a surface ripple. The D9 is the ripple that travels along the bottom. The D10 is the ripple that hits the far shore. All are caused by the same pebble, but only by watching all the ripples can you know the exact shape of the zone. Alright, now let's talk about Jaimini Shodasha, the sign-based pilgrimage of the Atmakaraka. This is very important, so I want you guys to listen up. Alright, so now you have learned the Vimshottari Dasha, which is tied to the moon's nakshatra and the 120-year cycle. That system is supreme for general timing, but Jaimini gives us a Dasha that needs no nakshatra table, no planetary period lords. It is based on signs, and it begins from the Amakaraka, the planet that carries the highest degree in the natal chart, the king of the soul. In the Seeker's chart, the classical planet with the highest degree is Mars, at 26 degrees 14 Cancer. Mars is therefore the Atmakaraka, the sigil of the soul's purpose. The Chara Dasha starts from the sign occupied by the Atmakaraka, which is Cancer.
Good.
Alright. The order of the Dashas. If the Atmakaraka is in an odd sign, the Dashas proceed in the direct zodiacal order. If the Atmakaraka is in an even sign, they proceed in reverse order. Cancer is an even sign, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 are even. Alright? Therefore, the sequence runs backward, which looks like Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo. Okay. The duration of each sign Dasha is the number of signs counted from the Dasha sign to the sign occupied by its Lord, counting in the Dasha direction. We reverse here. If the Lord is in the same sign, the period is 12 years. For brevity, I skip the special rules for the Lord in the 12th sign. Cancer, Lord being the moon is in Pisces, we count reverse. So Cancer is 1, Gemini 2, Taurus 3, Aries 4, Pisces 5, we get 5 years. Gemini, it's Lord Mercury. Mercury is in Gemini in its own sign, 12 years. Taurus, Lord Venus. Venus in Aries, reverse. Taurus 1, Aries 2, we get 2 years. Alright? Aries, Lord is Mars. Mars in Cancer, reverse. Aries 1, Pisces 2, Aquarius 3, Capricorn 4, Sag 5, Scorpio 6, Libra 7, Virgo 8, Leo 9, Cancer 10, so we get 10 years. Alright? And continuing forward. Pisces, Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini. We reverse. Pisces 1, Aquarius 2, Capricorn 3, Sag 4, Scorpio 5, Libra 6, Virgo 7, Leo 8, Cancer 9, Gemini 10. We get 10 years. Aquarius, Lord Saturn. Saturn in Sag, reverse. Aquarius 1, Capricorn 2, Sag 3. We get 3 years. Capricorn, Lord Saturn. Saturn in Sag, reverse. Capricorn 1, Sag 2. What do we get? 2 years. Sag, the Lord Jupiter. Jupiter in Gemini, we reverse. Sag 1, Scorpio 2, Libra 3, Virgo 4, Leo 5, Cancer 6, Gemini 7, 7 years. Scorpio, Lord Mars. Mars is in Cancer. Reverse. Scorpio 1, Libra 2, Virgo 3, Leo 4, Cancer 5, 5 years. Libra, Lord Venus. Venus is in Aries. Reverse. Libra 1, Virgo 2, Leo 3, Cancer 4, Gemini 5, Taurus 6, Aries 7. We get 7 years. Virgo, Lord Mercury. Mercury in Gemini. Reverse. So Virgo 1, Leo 2, Cancer 3, Gemini 4. We get 4 years. Leo, Lord Sun. Sun's in Taurus. Reverse. Leo 1, Cancer 2, Gemini 3, Taurus 4. We get 4 years. And this is important so we can actually get the right math. This is why I'm showing you, and I didn't even mean to take a fucking screenshot like that, but this is the simplest way I can break it down, I think. Now we just add all of that up and we get 71 years. So the Chara Dasha timeline, we see Cancer, birth to age 5, Gemini 5 to 17, Taurus 17 to 19, Aries 19 to 29, Pisces 29 to 39, Aquarius 39 to 42, Capricorn 42 to 44, Sag 44 to 51, Scorpio 51 to 56, Libra 56 to 63, Virgo 63 to 67, Leo 67 to 71. The scholarship at age 10 falls in Gemini Dasha, the 11th house of gains, ruled by a strong Mercury. That is the Dasha of intellectual rewards, the soul's vehicle, the Amakaraka sign Cancer, having passed through its own initial 5-year period. The Dasha of Gemini, 11th from Cancer, immediately delivers the fruits of the social and intellectual network. Now we can look ahead. Aries Dasha from 19 to 29 is the 10th sign from the Amakaraka. Cancer to Aries is 10 signs in reverse weight, counting in the direct zodiac from Cancer to Aries is 9 signs. So Cancer is 1, leads us to Aries being 10. Yes, Aries is the 10 from Cancer. Therefore, the Aries Dasha is the period when the soul steps fully into its career and public standing. The chronoscribe tells me this native has indeed begun a significant professional rise in his early 20s. The Chara Dasha has marked it from birth. The Chara Dasha is not a planet's time. It is your ascendant's march through signs as per the degrees it holds. When the sign of the 10th house from the Amakaraka rises in its Dasha, you don't think career, you become it. The Dasha of the 7th from the AK brings marriage. The 4th brings home and inner foundation. You walk through the zodiac like a precise personal rhythm dictated by your soul's king. The final convergence, the Vargas are the harmonics the West rediscovered. I am told that a man named Rudar in a cloud of smoke told you about the 5th, 7th, 9th, and 16th harmonic charts. He spoke of multiplying longitudes by integers to reveal archetypal patterns. Let me be blunt, the Shodasha Vargas are precisely the harmonic charts, only we have been casting them for 2,000 years while the West was fumbling with triplicities. The D9 is the 9th harmonic, the D10 is the 10th harmonic, the D16 is Shodasha, which we use for vehicles, luxuries, and the pleasures of the material world, is the 16th harmonic, the same 22.5 degrees division that Western harmonic astrologers associate with the fulfillment of the personal world and the structural completion of the 4th dimension. The mathematics is identical. Multiply absolute longitude by 16, reduce modulo 360 degrees, and you have the Shodasha positions. Our ancient sages saw the 16th harmonic and said, "This is the chart of the chariot, the couch, the horse, the comforts that carry the soul through life." The Western genius sees the same wave and calls it the tone of material integration. Same division, different language, one truth. The D24, Sidhamsha, is education. It's the 24th harmonic. The D60 is Shatimsha. Past karma is the 60th harmonic. The entire edifice of Vedic Vargas is a complete harmonic theory of the zodiac embedded in its spiritual psychology that assigns a deity and a purpose to every fraction of every sign. When you calculate the 9th harmonic in the tropical zodiac, you are doing the same multiplication as the Navamsha, but you apply it to a moving equinox and you lack the para deities. The technique is shared. The interpretive depth of the Vedic system is the gift. Alright, so I challenge the Western astrologer. Take your harmonic charts and apply the Varga rules. Study the D9 not merely as soul's wisdom, but as the chart of Dharma and spouse. Study the D10 as career, the D16 as comforts. You will find that the harmonic charts, when mapped onto house cusps and planetary lords, speak with shocking concreteness. And the Vedic astrologer must look at Rudar's work and admit that the fifth harmonic reveals creative genius in ways that the D5 Panchamsha only hints at through children and romance. Both traditions must bow to the same maths. The harmonic Varga equivalence. For any divisional chart DN, the harmonic chart in the Western system is computed identically. The only difference is the Ayanamsha, sidereal versus tropical, and the sequence of Amsa assignments, which in the Vedic system follows a fixed rotation based on the signs odd, even, and element, while the Western harmonic simply plots the resulting longitudes as a new chart without an Amsa sequence. The Vedic Varga is a structured harmonic chart where the starting point of the division is not always 0 degrees Aries of the sign. This is why the manual calculation differs from a plain multiplication. But the pure harmonic multiplication gives the same positions for D9, D10, D16, etc. as the Amsa method if you apply the starting sign rule carefully. For D9, the rules start from the sign for odd signs, from the ninth for even signs is mathematically equivalent to multiplying by 9, and then taking the Navamsha sign as per the bottom lord. The equivalence is perfect. The Western harmonic charter need only learn the Amsa sequence to construct a Varga without an ephemeris. I have now given you the skeleton of the Vargas and the clock of the Chara Dasha. Take the seeker's chart and compute the D9 and D10 by hand until your fingers ache, then compute the Chara Dasha for your own chart. Do not trust a piece of software to tell you the sign of your own soul's pilgrimage. The Vedic system is not a bag of mythological stories, it is a fortress of mathematics with a deity at every gate. The Vargas are your hologram, the Chara Dasha is your pilgrimage. The two traditions, Indian and Western, have at last spoken in these pages, and the common tongue is the division of the circle. The chronoscribe will now release me, and I leave you with the same command I give my students in Delhi. Learn to cast a D60 by hand, and only then may you call yourself an astrologer. With peace and love, thank you for watching this video, and I'll actually see you in the next one to go over the next chapter, so I can just, have more content on the channel. But yeah, hope to see you guys there in the next one, and with peace and love, Piscean out.